Here's Fox 5 Sports, Sudu Upadhyay.
Fox 5 Sports, Sudu Upadhyay brings us a story.
Sudu Upadhyay.
Thanks, Sudu.
Good morning. Welcome to Bulldogs Now. I'm Sudu Upadhyay alongside former Georgia Bulldog quarterback DJ Shockley, who has been smiling cheek to cheek all week. And for the life of me, I can't figure out why, Shock. So obviously, today's Sugar Bowl game was played with a very somber backdrop. Just a day after the gruesome attacks on Bourbon Street here in New Orleans on New Year's Day. It was clearly freshly on the minds of everybody here in attendance. But choosing to play the game just a day after that event seemed to also provide a sense of resilience to those here in the Superdome. There was a moment of silence before the game to honor the fallen victims, but the national anthem in particular seemed extremely powerful.
We were talking about this a week ago. It would be completely different because you've now lost C.J. Baxter, supposed to be kind of the number one back there for the season. Then you lost a true freshman to Christian Clark. I believe Texas now has, 3 scholarship running backs entering the first year in SEC play. That's pretty brutal. How are they going to deal with that? Last week, Georgia quarterback Carson Beck threw the ball 48 times for a career-high 459 yards in the Dogs' win over Mississippi State. Between that game and the second half of the Dogs' thrilling loss to Alabama, Beck has shown when given the opportunities to spin the rock, he can do it effectively. It's not easy to land the top pick in the NBA draft. Even when teams lose on purpose to try to position themselves for that top pick, there's no guarantee they're going to get it because of the NBA draft lottery. It's a randomized process that involves ping pong balls, and the teams with the worst records do have a better probability to land first, but it's never a sure thing. It's amazing the Hawks were able to get this pick because they had just a 3% chance of doing so.
It almost makes it seem like, well, Mike Hill didn't live up to the hype last season that he had freshman year, but your numbers were better. Like, you played better last season than you did your freshman season. How would you evaluate last season compared to the way you broke out onto the scene? And why do you think that perception exists, even though you were a better player last season?
Honestly, I'm kind of one of those perceptionists.
You agree?
Yeah.
DJ, that 3-game sweep at the hands of the Marlins, it was a damper on an incredible week for the Braves, obviously clinching the NL East. But you talk to Brian Snitker, you talk to guys in the clubhouse, they don't really seem too worried about it. Snitker chalked it up to bad pitching. And the guys in the clubhouse, well, they've already moved past it. What a gift for the Atlanta Falcons here on Christmas Eve at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. A 29-10 win over the Indianapolis Colts. It ends a 2-game losing skid for the Falcons, and it comes on a week that starting quarterback Desmond Ridder was benched in favor of Taylor Heineke for the second time this season. I also had a bless your heart moment, but it was actually off the field, okay? It was a rough opening week for Billy Napier and the Florida Gators. They lost to their rival Miami, and then after the game, Coach Napier, he lost a battle with a water bottle.
Bro.
I mean, he's trying.
Bro, come
He's trying.
And then he just gave up.
He's still going. He goes on forever and ever, and finally he says, you know what, I give up. I'm not even thirsty anymore. Coach Napier, bless your heart. Kirby Smart leading out his Dogs to battle, like I said, the 118th meeting against Georgia Tech. This one might just go down as the greatest showdown yet between the Dogs and the Jackets. An instant classic. First half, though, all about Georgia Tech quarterback Haynes King. Late second quarter, punches it in for the 2-yard score as the Jackets take the 10-0 lead. And then right before halftime, King looking like a magician here. Somehow escapes pressure, gets it to his running back, Jamal Haynes. The Haynes-to-Haynes connection gave the Jackets 17-0 lead at halftime. This, by the way, the first time the Dogs have been shut out in the first half since 2019. But they came out barking in the second half. Arian Smith struggled with some drops, but that speed ain't dropping off no time soon. The 30-yard run gives the Dogs offense some life, and then look at Carson Beck finding Oscar Delp their 4th touchdown connection in the last 3 games. 17-6 after a missed 2-point conversion for Georgia. All right, so in the spirit of that, I asked ChatGPT to come up with some nicknames for you as a runner, and I just want you to just pick the best, pick your favorite one. I'll let you go. Okay, so we got Beck the Jet.
Oh, Beck the Jet.
We got Beck Flash. The Beck Express might be my favorite one.
Oh, I like that.
I love Falcons Twitter during the game. It's chaotic at times. It can be toxic. It's hilarious. But let's start with our guy, BK2. This guy's a bit of a soothsayer. Look at him predicting Falcons about to go 4-2. He takes a shot at the rivals, the Aints, as he calls the Saints. We just got to change that record now, buddy.
Hey, it's 4-2, not 3-2.
You called the shot.
I like Drake's face, too.
I love that.
Great pick.
I absolutely love that. Okay, obviously, Falcons ground game, remarkable today, and it was reflective on Twitter. First of all, Bijan Robinson touchdown in this economy? Yes, in every economy, Bijan Robinson touchdown.
Absolutely.
Grew up talking slick. I'll catch a chick before I catch a cold. Where'd you come up with that?
That's a song, man. A lot of my cats from songs, dog.
From songs, okay.
Yeah.
What was the vibe this night?
My birthday. It was my birthday. Okay. It was my birthday. Yeah.
That's the icy look for your
It's the
birthday.
icy look. I kind of,
Whose idea was that?
I got to take that one, dog.
The team that seems to be fully behind quarterback Gunnar Stockton with his 14 cows and his 300,000-mile Ford F-150. It's a great story. We absolutely love it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Georgia All Access Chase for the Championship. Of course, the Sugar Bowl, 8:45 p.m. New Year's Day. Happy New Year to everyone.
New Year.
And go Dogs.
Go Dogs. Row, 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 row.